Peace, brothers and sisters. Hope you're doing well. Recently, I was watching a Netflix series about Anglo-Saxons and the Vikings called The Lost Kingdom. So basically, I saw some scenes and they showed me how subconscious programming is done. So I would like to share this with you. King Alfred summons Uhtred and Breda in a kind of a library in order to have a conversation with them. Now, I could have shown you the scene, but YouTube won't allow me to show you Netflix. So I've taken pictures. So in the first picture, someone is writing on a parchment. King Alfred said, "I spend much of my time in here." And then he asked Uhtred, "Do you read?" Uhtred says, "I was schooled as a child by Father Bioka, but I was not a good student. There's much to know outside of letters." Then Alfred said, "Oh, I am certain there is. But do not underestimate the power of the written word. When a man dies, if nothing is written, he is soon forgotten. For instance, who is remembering Earl Ragnar?" Now, Earl Ragnar is the Viking who actually took Uhtred after killing his father and all the army. Uhtred was a little boy left alive, and he was taken in the care of Earl Ragnar, and he grew up as a Dane while being an Anglo-Saxon. So Alfred asks him, for instance, who is remembering Earl Ragnar? So through that, they're actually trying to show us that history is sort of important. What an indoctrination, subconscious programming, nobody even notices. Well, this was a scene from the first season. So when I watched this, I was like, wow, that is profound. But then when I moved on to the third season, and then I got to see this, gave me a little change of the view. So Father Bioka invites Uhtred and says, "You should wait here. The king will be with you soon enough." And Uhtred is waiting, and he looks at the table right in front of him. And it's actually the Chronicle of Wessex. And he is looking in surprise. Looks at the parchments. And he knows how to read. And Alfred tells him it is a chronicle. The pages. It will include my life as a king, from the moment of my brother's death until now. Songs of a kind that the bards are going to sing, none of which will mention Uhtred of Bevenberg. Then Uhtred says, "Men will remember what I have done." And Alfred says in return, "But men will die, as we all must." So, ladies and gentlemen, what I'm trying to show you is that Alfred, as being a Christian king, refused to enter the heroics of the heathen Uhtred. Through the heroics of Uhtred, Alfred had acquired a big chunk of the dream he called a united England. By this, I get to see that if events are not recorded in history, they will be forgotten, and nobody will ever know in the future if anything like that ever existed. So if we think that history is something very valuable and it helps us know who we are very wrong. History is simply his story. Hope you find it interesting, this video.